Hello, everybody. Hold on. Wait for it. It's that time of year. It's Halloween. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. It's GVO After Dark. I'm Ghost of VR or Go Home. And we got a great show for you tonight. It's going to be lively, I'm assuming. And we do this every month. We've been doing this for every month for, I guess, last 4 years, because it's our season finale tonight. And I'm so happy that you are all here to join us in the celebration. And we're going to talk about a bunch of different things tonight. I've got some new releases for you guys to talk about, some new things that are in store, scary stories. I also have some mini prints that are ironically themed Halloween to share with you guys. So welcome, welcome. Hey, Railfan Man, Brian Ferguson, James, Roy, Trackside Mike, Chris from Whiskey Creek. How's it going? CP368 Productions. How's it going, everybody? So, before we get started, before I cross over, I gotta bring in a guest. Any guesses who it could be? It is my co-host, Gandalf.
It is I, the Wire Wizard. My triumphant return. I know you were expecting the feeble-minded Eminem Rails, but alas, I am here to solve all your wire problems. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Welcome, welcome. How are you doing?
Excellent, excellent. I flew in on my broom. It was a long flight.
Hey, why should you never eat a ghost?
I don't know. That stuff goes right through you. I don't know.
No. We taste like sheet.
You know who let that joke? Gandalf the Brown. Good joke for Gandalf the Brown. One of my alter egos, by the way.
So welcome, everybody. It's GVO After Dark, Season 4, Episode 10, Episode number 48, if you're keeping count. I know I am.
Wow. Keeping track. Who's keeping track? I feel like Santa Claus. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Santa the Brown.
Hey, GB Ghost.
Have the gray.
You know what this is?
A mop?
It's a wig-wag.
Let's see if we can turn that into a dead meme.
I'll just throw this wig-wag into my workshop. Hi-oh.
Oh. So we've got a spooky train story tonight instead of news. And we got some new announcements from Bowser, Broadway Limited, and Rapido. Ghoul in store. New stuff from Bowser and Rapido. Pumpkin spice everything. We're going to talk about the whole year. And we're just going to, talk about some of the best moments, things that we liked and like to share.
Can't wait.
Will Mark sign a new contract? Guess we'll find out. Probably the hard way. I'm dead over here. And that includes the future of GVO and our monthly live show that we do here.
Wait, how do I know it's really you under there, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you sound like Chris, and you have the hand gestures like Chris, but I mean, it could be anyone under that sheet.
It could be. Might not be, but it could be. Yeah. Should I tell a ghost story? And it's not because I'm a ghost telling a story. It's an actual ghost story. So
Go for it.
all right. All right. The funeral train of Abraham Lincoln went from Washington, D.C. to Springfield, Illinois. After he was assassinated, Abraham Lincoln's body was taken back to his home in Springfield, Illinois, via train. Every year in April, it is said that Lincoln's Phantom train runs through 180 cities, including Baltimore, Philly, Buffalo, Cleveland, Indianapolis, and Springfield. The rumors say that sometimes you cannot always see a train, but you can hear it, or at least see the lights. The legends say that even if you don't see it, check your watch. People in close proximity have reported their watches and clocks to die at the exact same time the original train passed through all those years ago. For those who claim they have seen it, some felt as if it was just a real train before they watch it disappear. Others claim to have seen a coffin draped with the American flag, surrounded by Union soldiers. Some report a cold wind rolling in, as well as black fog preceding the train. I don't know if it's real or not, but spooky. Wow. I did some American history. Look at that. Look at me. I'm so progressive. I actually learned more interesting stuff about that, but I can get into that later. But yeah, American history.
Good for you for trying to read that through those two little holes in your costume.
Yeah, two little holes. Yeah.
How big is the font?
I write like a child with a crayon, so it's pretty big. Pretty big. Yeah.
Can I just try one magic trick? I've been trying to. My magic is rusty, but I'm a wizard, so I just want to try something.
Okay.
I want to try a spell. Give me a second here. Okay. Hocus pocus. Ala disappearus.
Where'd he go?
It didn't work. Oh well.
And I thought you were just trying to ghost me.
Oh.
Hey, what does a ghost use to wash his hair?
Oh yeah, I know this one.
Shampoo. Oh, I'm here all night, folks. Or at least until 9:30. So we got some announcements from Rapido. They announced an F40 PHM-2, much like the F40, but with a slanted front. Goes, I don't know. I don't like it. Whatever. But either way. Metra fans will be thrilled because you'll get the Operation Lifesaver, the Faded Scheme, or the CB&Q Heritage, and those will run you an MSRP of $250 for a DC model or $360 for DCC sound.
Ooh.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's weird. Okay, and then Bowser, Canadian RS3 locomotives in HO scale, the CN Noodle and CN Green and Gold, CP Maroon, or the CP Block Letter and Script. Ontario Northland in the green and white scheme as well, one of the earliest ONR schemes.
Nice.
For DC, 220, and DCC and Sound, 320. Now, Broadway Limited also announced the EMD SD40, and those will be showing up in stores this January 2023, so just a few months away. Wow. You'll be able to get a CN Noodle, a CP Multimark, ATSF, CNO, PRR, CSX, Conrail, UP, and probably more. Loaded with Paragon 4 sound, which, I mean, to be honest, I don't have any Broadway Limited, but I hear Paragon sound is really cool. And I don't have any prices for those, but I'm sure they'll be expensive.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Now, normally with Broadway, I mean, whenever I hear Broadway, I think steam locomotive. That's where I go. And if I was to get a steam locomotive, you know, there's the Bachmans, the Broadways, you know, stuff like that. But when it comes to diesel, I'm not too sure about that. So, you know, buyer beware. Also, new in store. We'll do some new in store stuff. Arriving now are the Bowser ballast hoppers in HO scale. They have an MSRP of about $42 each. You can get a Conrail, MEC, PC, or O&R. And there's about 3 numbers of each one, except for O&R. Because if you shop at Credit Valley, they have an extra 3 numbers for you. So 6 numbers total. Build that train. And sorry,
that's not me. That's on your end, I think. 1 second.
Was that you? I'm hearing things. Weird. Okay. Hey, you know, I love elevators. Do you know why I love elevators?
Well, I mean, they do have their ups and downs.
Well, I mean, for me, they mostly lift my spirits. So, yeah, I went there. They said I wasn't going to go there, but I went there. Also, Rapido did announce the they didn't announce, they're new in store. The 3,800 cubic foot covered hopper. There's about 6 numbers of each. The MSRP at about $65 each. You can get CP silver, gray, or black, or the script, plus the pink potash. CN in the white, the gray, also Procore, and lots more. So nice. Lots to choose from if you need some. It's almost like a cylinder hopper, but it's not. It's just a covered hopper that's kind of roundish. I don't know. They're really nice though. It's not their first run of that. They've had many others. But
yeah, I was gonna buy some, but somebody in Southern Ontario bought them all. So
I think it was James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he bought them all.
Yeah, there's none left.
So we were talking earlier about how this is our season finale, and you know, it's been a really good year, I think. Anyways, do you have a favorite episode from this year that sticks out in your mind?
Well, when you say year, I think if you mean season, one of my favorites was the roast, the GVO roast at I think it was November episode, the American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's how we started the season with the roast. Yeah, I think you won that actually. You usually do. Not that we were keeping score, but let's be honest, you killed it. You killed me on that. So.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. You, Dave, and I, poking fun at each other. That was fun. Absolutely.
And then our Christmas show that was shortly thereafter, Bubs joined with me, and then you were M&M Rail Deer, and Elfco which was one of Dave's last shows before going on baby hiatus.
Yes.
And it was a good time. We gave stuff away and made people's Christmases a little bit brighter, I think.
That's what we do.
That's what.
You spread joy.
And not much happened in January. I think we're just all really busy with everything. So I just did a GVO, no after dark.
Yeah.
And I think I just ran some trains from what I remember. And things really picked up in February where we had a lot of different guests. So we had Mainline. He was an awesome guest.
Yeah.
And SMT, he came back for an episode. Always happy to see him.
Yeah.
And Tim, they make it like that. He joined us for a couple of episodes as well.
Pardon me.
That was you?
Yeah. I think there's something in my beard that's making noises.
I think so. And then, of course, we had Bernard from Mini Prince on. Bernard is always a great guest. I think he's here with us today. If not, he's here in spirit.
Count Bernard from Pennsylvania.
That's right. And in a little bit, I'm going to be doing a somewhat of a mail call. Yeah, because it's from Mini Prince and it's a Halloween themed. So
It's not a new sheet?
Sorry?
It's not a new sheet without holes?
No, I only have one. You're only given one of these. So
oh, wow.
Yeah. So you got to take care of it and make sure you don't get any holes in it. Oops. Now, because this is the season finale, everyone wants to know, will you be signing up for more episodes? Are we going to sign the contract tonight?
This is a lot
of
pressure.
People have to fax it over to you and then fax it back and then...
Yeah. When's the deadline?
9:30.
Okay. I'll have to think about it.
Okay. No pressure.
I have to contact my lawyers and stuff. 1 second.
No.
Call waiting. 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. No, we can wait. While we're waiting, the sheet is terrible. Where was I? Oh yeah. So going forward for GVO After Dark Season 5, we're hoping to have a few more guests, and we have a few ideas for special episodes that we want to do. Now, part of your contract, if you do decide to sign it, remember all those episodes that we did where we had, let's say, for example, I did one on all cylindrical hoppers.
Yeah.
Makes and models. You're the tank car guy. We need you to do a tank car GVO episode.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
That could happen.
You're like a connoisseur of tank cars.
Whoa. I'm not a connoisseur of anything.
But you got so many.
Yeah. That's doable.
Okay.
1 second, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I'm in.
I thought you were going to come back and say, ask for double. Yeah. And then at some point this past summer, we got coaxed into doing a YouTube model railroader meet and greet. And that was lots of fun because we got to meet a lot of people that watch us every month, which is awesome.
Always fun time, yeah.
Absolutely. Lots of really nice guys out there that take the time every month to come and join and watch and sharing the experience, right?
Yeah.
And we're very grateful that you guys do that. And like they say, you could be anywhere in the world, especially if you're a ghost. You can just fly everywhere. But thank you for not ghosting us. Also, there's a lot of people asking, is there going to be one this summer? Well, it's not even Christmas yet, so hold your horses.
Yeah.
But we are planning on a possible round 2, but it has to be bigger and better. So I want to make sure that if we do it again, we get Heath. We have to get Heath under contract and get him across the border somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to smuggle him in maple syrup or something. We'll see what happens. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an unboxing for the Mini of the Month real quick here. Because Bernard from Mini Prints is so nice. He sent out this Mini of the Month. Now, they are $24.99 if you sign up through the miniprints.ca or .com website. And they get shipped right to you. Now, they are only available in HO scale. But no worries. Now, remember when we were at OVR?
Yes.
And Bernard was scanning me. He had scanned me. Well, it looks like he put me in his Mini of the Month.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look. It's a little ghost.
Hey, cool.
Yeah. Now, this here, you don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to paint it or nothing because it glows in the dark.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't do it right now, but it does glow in the dark. Believe me, it does.
So I was going to ask, when can we expect the Mini Crest to come out?
That's still in works. That's still in the works. Yeah. Possibly in the new year. We're still working on that, but because I don't want to just say, hey, buy a Mini Chris, and I want it to be something special. So
okay.
Yeah. Now I got some more little things here. I've got a little werewolf man.
Hey, cute.
And he looks like he's howling at the moon, which is really cool. And there was also 3. Was there 3? Yeah, I've got 3 here. 3. I don't know if you can see that because it's very tiny, but it's a little jack-o'-lantern.
Cute.
Super small, but you can kind of make out the face on that.
Yeah.
Get your orange paint ready because we've got some jack-o'-lanterns here.
Are you gonna put an LED in there?
The bottom is sealed shut tight, and I'd hate to drill into it to see if I could, because then it would probably either break or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Then we've got, these are cool. Besides my Canada gooses, I don't have any other birds. So here we've got, and I'm going to see if I can do this without breaking it because they are very thin and very small. It is an owl. And I've got 2 little owls that it comes with, and it looks like they're in flight.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can put it perched on something as if it's spreading its wings. Or if you can hang that from a string and make it look like it's actually flying, all the more to you. Lots of variety there with that. And there's more. Oh, there's more. Looks like we have ourselves a wood kit in our mini of the month. And now I'm not sure if this is this the guillotine? I think this is the guillotine. Yeah, there's a, or is it hangman? It's either hangman or a guillotine, but basically you pop out the little pieces. It's all wood, laser cut.
Yeah.
And then there's the little people, and I can barely see, so I don't know how I'm doing this right now.
Bernard says they're called gallows.
Gallow. Ah, okay. Yeah, the thing where basically you put your head and your arms through and it locks you in place.
Oh, yeah.
And
I have one in my classroom. Quite handy.
in case they get out of line.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the little prisoner guy that would go with that. You can kind of see that he has his arms and his head through there. So you'll be able to paint this guy up, build your gallows, and then put him in the gallows. And then there's another guy who will probably be in line to be next because he has his hands tied behind his back.
Okay.
Or you can make him into a businessman who just always has his hands tied. He's always busy. Businessman. Yeah. So that was a mini of the month. Oh, and it also came with a sticker for all those who love minis and love trains. So that's perfect. So go to miniprints.com or .ca, go to the subscription section, and you can sign up for minis of the month, $24.99 every month. You get billed, and then they are shipped out to you. And he always does a great job of packaging everything. I never get anything that's damaged, so that's really good too.
Nice.
Make sure I got everything. Oh, all right. Welcome, everybody who's just joined us recently. GVO After Dark. And yeah, we're having a blast. So it's not every day I get to dress up like this. So now, obviously, just before GVO After Dark, I always have an episode of Keeping Track, and that always airs at 7 o'clock every month. I try to do something a little bit different, and this month I showed some decals or vinyls, I should say, that Mr. Brian Ferguson did for me, and I was able to add them to the layout and whatnot, and I showed the progress of that. But I also showed progress on my little picture frame kind of module diorama that I was working on, or that I have been working on. That was part 2. And I have it here beside me. I'm going to show you real quick. I just got to move the camera, so bear with me.
Go. For those just joining, I just want to show my gag here. You know what this is, guys? That's a wig wag. You get it? That's all I got. That's all I got.
That was fantastic. So this is basically it here. I didn't want to do the whole shaky cam. That's why I kind of removed myself. But I still have a little bit left to do. I have a deck that I'm supposed to put out the front, or the side there, I should say, of the mobile home. And I'll find a more permanent spot for it. And then, of course, static grass and dirt and whatnot. But next month, I'm going to be doing a bunch of mini prints on here, and we're going to really bring this thing to life. Maybe add some trees and whatnot too. So
looks good.
Yeah, I try. It's a month long thing where you work on a little bit every single day, and
Yeah.
you know. But I really like the fact that it's in a picture frame. It's different.
Yeah.
I don't see that too often, so thought I'd give that a shot.
This thing goes the hood too. My wife got me this cloak.
You almost look like model railer.
Oh yeah. Yo, what's going on, everybody?
I'm pretty convinced.
Yo,
convinced.
what's up? What's going on?
He's also a good spirit. I'm sure that he would love that.
Yeah.
Well, tonight's we'll call it hot topic. For anybody who knows what a hot topic store is, you'll kind of get the reference there. But tonight we're going to talk a lot about starting a channel. A lot of people want to do lives and live videos, and maybe they haven't started yet because something is at first I'm like, are you trying to eat a burrito? And then it's like, nope, the dog was licking you. A lot of people want to start making content and whatnot, but they might be unsure. So we're going to talk about our experience with making videos, doing lives and whatnot, some of the stuff that you would need, some of the stuff that we even use. So, and we touch on everything from equipment, our workspaces, software, platforms, helpful items, and of course, the most important thing, content. So for equipment, Mark, I wonder if you can tell me what do you normally use as far as equipment wise when it comes to making a video or doing a live?
Number one thing is a tripod. Number one thing. My oldest boy got me a really fancy, bigger tripod. Yeah, something like that. It's almost too big because it's nice to have, like, you have a smaller tripod. It's nice to have a tripod you can put on the layout for run-bys or close-up shots. Yeah, exactly. But, really, if I was telling someone who's starting out, I'd say one tripod, and if you have a smartphone, done. Smartphones have pretty good cameras, and, Trackside Mike's a good example. He started from the bottom, now he's on top, I do want to get a because I saw Mike's. I do want to get the gimbal.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a little easier to do pan around on during lives. But really, if you're starting out, a simple tripod, they're not too expensive, and your smartphone, and you're good to go for equipment wise, anyway.
I think that Amazon is like your best friend for stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you can get a $20 tripod, and most come with a cell phone holder, but it also adapts if you use a regular camera.
Yeah.
And for me, I just recently purchased a laptop tripod, so it doesn't take up the space of my work area, or if I'm at the layout, I don't have to sit the laptop on the layout, or I don't have to pull out a big table just to put the laptop on. It's just a tripod.
Okay. Yeah.
No. I think it was about $50, but it comes with a nice case, and it's all collapsible and whatnot, so it works.
Yeah.
But tripods are probably like one of the big things. You'll probably find that you're gonna, like, the longer that you do this, you're gonna start collecting tripods, and you're just gonna keep getting better and better and better ones. I find.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about cameras? So you use a phone?
What's that? I used to use my iPhone. I have an iPhone. Yeah, I'm not very fancy. So I have an iPhone to take video, and that's about it. I use my iPhone for my live streams, to take pictures, and to run video. So.
And you also have like a microphone attachment to it, right?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, thank you. I didn't use it tonight. That's why I forgot about it. Yeah. So again, my oldest boy, for one Christmas, he got me an external microphone that you plug into the iPhone, and so I guess I call it a shotgun mic.
And it just clips on there, and it's plugs into the bottom. Is that how it works?
Yeah, you can plug it into the port. I don't know what's it called, where you charge your phone, your iPhone.
The charging port, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't charge your phone and plug the microphone at the same time, but that's not a problem.
No. Well, if you've got a good enough battery, then it shouldn't matter. But
and
do you need special software to run that mic, or is it just plug and play?
Yeah, plug and play.
Oh, nice.
And the other thing he got me too was, and I've used it a few times, was a lapel mic.
A lapel. That's what I need for doing interviews and whatnot.
Yeah.
It really, I think it would help getting a better sound. But yeah, and most of those are wireless, and then you connect the one other end to the camera. So
yeah,
I think Tim uses an actual camera to film his video and do his lives.
He does. Yeah, Tim's the guy I talk to. He's all the funky stuff. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if you film outside, I recommend those what do they call it? Dead rats or dead cats or wind socks. I don't know what they're called, but they go over the microphone. And like I brought it with me to a train show once, and I filmed the guy outside. Totally forgot to use the fuzzy rat thing on my microphone.
Yeah.
And it was not that windy, but just enough wind to all you hear was
yeah,
the whole video. So the audio was wrecked. Couldn't hear a thing he said. But I used one for when I did the promo for that Outer Valley meetup that Tim and I did.
Yep.
Used one outside, and it was really windy. You saw my hair flowing in the wind, and totally fine. Blocked out the wind perfectly. It was great. So.
Now, the good thing with iPhones is that, I mean, they even make commercials where they're completely shot from an iPhone, which, I mean, I'm intrigued, right? So that's what I normally use when it comes to, filming actual video and video clips, because I can set it to 4K. So if you're fortunate enough to have a 4K TV and you watch us on 4K and you want to see that, then you'll get a much better quality image. Oh, notification. Then you get a much better, picture quality when watching something like that. And I think that in this day and age, especially for me, because I work with a telecom business and they do TV. Yeah. And as of next year, they're no longer producing standard definition channels or anything. Like they're getting rid of,
wow.
At some point, I don't know when, but next year they're getting rid of standard definition because, why would you when you have the option for high definition now? So
yeah, true.
But filming everything on an iPhone is very convenient because I use iMovie just like a lot of other guys on here. They'll use iMovie as well because you already have your clips, you piece them together, and bingo bango, it doesn't take too long. And it did my iMovie was just updated today, and it looks like they added a bunch of new features and whatnot to it. So might be worth checking, see if it works for you. I know a lot of guys use different applications and whatnot, but unless you've got a laptop that you can do the full editing on and then transfer all your video clips from your phone to your computer and whatnot, it might not be worth it to you in the end.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's so many editing programs.
Absolutely. And then of course, when it comes to doing lives, right? Like you can do lives right from YouTube. We use Streamyard. I know a lot of guys on here do use Streamyard as well because it's free. Why not? But you can pay for extra bells and whistles, but might not be for everyone. Investing into something that you might only use once or twice a month might not be worth it to you. But if you find that you're doing consistent live streams, or if your thing is just doing lives, then quite possibly that might be something for you.
Do you pay for live to StreamYard? Do you have an
Not yet. I'm thinking about doing it starting next year. I got to get rid of that little duck. I hate that.
When you run trains on Wednesday, your icon comes up. Your GVO or your Go Veer Go Home icon comes up.
That's right. Because I don't stream using StreamYard, I use my Mevo cameras.
Okay.
So I got 3 of these little guys, and I switch between them using an application right on my phone.
Okay.
And if anybody has ever watched any of my lives doing that, basically that's what the interface looks like. And then you add your cameras. And then basically, now this is obviously a bit more of a further investment as far as, doing lives and whatnot, and setting up something for your train room and layout, as far as sharing that with everybody. But placing cameras around and then switching in between them just using the interface of my phone. I can put my watermark in the corner as well, which is handy.
Yeah.
But I can't share the experience as in have you join. So there's it's the downfall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So but there's a lot of guys that will use OBS, and they will use StreamYard through OBS, and then they will use other platforms basically layered. And that way you can do multiple cameras, you can have people join. There's many layers to it, but if we're keeping it easy, just StreamYard or just OBS, linking your YouTube account, you can do a live, and you can set it up in less than 5 minutes. So.
Yeah.
As far as workspace, now you're probably in your kitchen or dining room currently, right?
Yep.
So now when you normally do a live, you're in your train room.
Yeah.
Which, I think that if anybody is sharing trains, the train room would be the most obvious choice. But for the lives, you have a nice background. It's a very nice clock there.
Thank you.
And I think that having a space that you can go to that's quiet and, free from distraction and whatnot is always beneficial to you, especially if you are doing a live and you want to focus on your audience or your guests, depending on what you're doing, really, right?
Yeah.
For me, I'm usually out in the train room, but the lighting was not good. So typically if I'm running trains, I got my train lights on, but right now I'm in an office that, I share with my wife, and I also have my work space over there as well for my 9 to 5. So able to accommodate that, just to have a plain background and whatnot to, something to look at, right? So as far as software, we've talked about iMovie and uploading right to YouTube and, using OBS. What do you find is the easiest method for uploading videos for you?
I'm not complaining, I'm just saying.
Let's go back to that quiet space. One of the reasons I'm not in the train room was so hot. It was with this outfit on, it'd be really, really hot. So I'm out here, and God bless my wife. She has, she's being really quiet. TV's on mute. She's trying her best to keep Lily quiet. So, it is tough. I'm fortunate to have a understanding partner that once a month will help me out.
Laura is great. Hi, Laura.
My left thought. Hi.
Hey, can you ask your wife what a skeleton's favorite snack is?
Did you hear that?
Bones?
She says bones.
Well, spare ribs. Yeah. Sorry.
So good.
So
And-
uploading videos?
Yeah. When it comes to uploading videos.
On the long story, the long process, or the quick?
You know.
People are gonna cringe. The young kids in the chat will cringe when they hear what I have to do, but there's gotta be a faster way. I mean, uploading the actual video, the finished product, is very easy to YouTube, but it's a long process to get from the raw footage to the final product. So I'm not sure what part you're looking at. Like uploading, I just click on upload new video to YouTube and then clickety click.
Yeah. And you just do YouTube stuff, right? So it's
Yeah, I'm not the other social medias.
yeah. See, I think the problem with me is that, like, you know, well, if you want to call it a problem, but like, you know, you'll have your video that you get upload to YouTube, and then you can always turn now they have it where you can turn a full length video into a reel. Wait, a short.
Yeah, YouTube has the shorts. Yeah.
But I also post to. I have a Facebook page that is, you know, not GVO. Go Viewer Go Home, and then I've also linked a Instagram to that. So when I upload to Instagram, it automatically uploads to Facebook and all that, and you can create reels and stuff like that right on there, and it's
You young ghosts.
yeah, well, I'm still fresh. But yeah, so as far as, you know, platforms, don't feel like, you know, YouTube is the only platform that you need to work with. You know, you can always start small, build that up, and then, you know, go from there. Especially if what you most like to do is take pictures. Like if you just post a lot of pictures, I could do what I do in just picture form and upload that to Instagram, but then I wouldn't get to talk. So, and then, yeah, I'd probably bother my wife with all my talking of trains and stuff. So that's why we have these group therapy sessions every month. So
that's right.
Helpful items, helpful things that will help you, you know, with your journey to doing live videos and streaming and stuff like that. Tripods, we talked about tripods already.
Yeah.
Microphones, of course. If you're like, for me, I've got, whoops, I knocked something over. Nothing. So this is a Yeti. It's a blue Yeti. You can find something like that on Amazon, or you can buy right from the Yeti website. Again, like, I got an okay deal on that, but you can pay anywhere between $200 to $300 for something like that.
Dang.
But the sound is really good. Like, do I sound like, you know, bad, or is it clear?
That sounds good.
I mean, mind you, I got a sheet over my head, so is it muffled? If it sounds like it's muffled, it's because you know, white noise, you know. Terrible. I know. You know, and then like having something like a desk or a workspace dedicated to doing what you do. And if you can't, then, you know, at least an accessible location for you to quickly set up and whatnot and stay organized. Do you have something, a helpful?
I don't.
Helpful item?
I was reading the chat. Thomas from Split Rock says he's on TikTok.
TikTok is another new one. Well, I mean, I say new use like loosely, but yeah, there's even like Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's just another platform that you know, there's a point where, you know, too much is too much, and I think that because most of my stuff is on YouTube, I'm not gonna switch to Twitch.
Yeah.
Well,
I got an itch. I'm just wondering if Thomas is getting any like new viewers from TikTok, because it seems to be a younger crowd on TikTok and not I find I check my analytics on YouTube, and most of my viewers are, 60 plus.
Yeah.
And so just curious.
But a couple of things that, I got one more. Now, if you like to stay organized, and that's something, I feel like I need to be organized, go to the local dollar store and then get yourself a book. I was talking to Trackside Mike about this the other day because, obviously I've got a lot going on every single month and I need to stay organized. So I technically have two books. I have one that is just for keeping track and the other is for learning my letters and numbers. No, it's for GVO After Dark. So every month I'll write out everything that I want to, say, or, because my memory is not the worst, or it is the worst. It's not great. So, yeah, there's a lot that you don't retain after you die. So it's important to write it all down.
I'm surprised they still make those books with paper and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought they were extinct.
Just, lined paper, And I think in the last 4 years or 4 seasons, I've already gone through at least, this one's done. I need a new one for next month. But I'll be on like book number 4 or 5. I remember when we first started, I would do like a page or a page and a half to 2 pages. Now it's like 3 or 4 pages of stuff.
Wow.
Just because, I find that, the more you want to talk about, the more you want to share, the more you have to unfortunately write down. And but it's fine because you work on it all month and then it's over in like an hour and a half. So it happens. Content. There's so many different videos and whatnot that you could make, and especially just model railroading in general. What type of videos do you do that are like that stick out in your mind that you like to do?
Well, me, I like to find a good gag or a joke.
You're very creative with your stuff, so
Thank you.
Do you like how do you come up with some of that stuff? Is it just
comes to me?
Yeah.
The well is pretty dry lately, though. I haven't. It's getting harder and harder to come up with ideas.
Understandable. You work a lot, so it's like But some of your really like your earlier videos to like not too long ago, where I guess you had a bit more time on your hands, but they're very well edited and very well thought out. But it doesn't take much to do a video, even if it's a 4-minute, 5-minute unboxing video. Sharing different things like updates on your layout and whatnot, showing your progression. A lot of people love watching that stuff, and it's awesome when you get to share the things that you're doing, and people really like to watch it. So visiting shops, visiting different train stores. A lot of people, and everybody has one that's somewhat close to them, one that you always go to. You don't have to drive 7 hours to
Yeah, exactly.
I say that as but hey, I think Harrison is actually driven further to go to a train store. So because he'll drive all the way down to the States, right? Mind you, he goes with his parents, but still. And of course, live shows, how-tos, running trains, sharing just like your overall, what trains do you have? What rolling stock do you have? What do you like to do with them? And how do you perceive the hobby in general? Everybody has a different version of this, and everybody has a very unique outlook on the hobby. And it's good to see it from everybody's point of view. So to be able to share that and to be able to watch everybody else's as well, It's really fascinating.
Yeah.
Now, as far as analytics go, do you actually follow analytics?
The odd time.
Yeah.
I kind of peek in every once in a while, but I don't really stress much about that stuff.
Yeah. I think like near the beginning, like I'm like, I don't know, I don't think it matters. But the farther into it you go and you see the impact that some videos make over others, and just, knowing your audience, it really, really makes a big difference.
Yeah.
That's why you can. I know you're probably not as, and I say the word hardcore, but I'm not like, I'm not even hardcore as far as it goes. I make sure to post every so often, and keeping consistent, But yeah, I don't know. Following analytics can be very helpful if you do post a lot and you really want to track what videos make the bigger impact, or who your audience is.
Yeah.
A lot of guys just do rail fanning videos, which is awesome. And if that's your target audience, then of course,
Yeah.
you're probably going to want to post more of that opposed to unboxing, I don't know, a locomotive. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
My
last couple of videos, I try to keep in mind, I guess my goal is, if I were starting on a project and I do a YouTube search, what do I want to know, and how could it be helpful? So I look up, like the last couple of videos I've done, I do a quick search to see if someone else has done one. And if not, okay, good. So I'm probably one of the only people out there. So I'm hoping my video will help others.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still get, this beer got me nuts. I constantly get comments, probably more comments from past videos on my DC layout with the Atlas switches and the turntable and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while I get a question like, how does this work? How does that work? Very, very popular.
Yeah.
So that I keep in the back of my head. So I'm hoping that, they do a search how to do this, my video comes up, and it'll help them a little bit.
For sure. And, like, I find that everybody is different, and no one's afraid to tell you what they like and what they don't like. I guess that's part of the risk of going on social media and sharing, putting yourself out there. It's like you're opening yourself up to criticisms, be it good or bad, for whatever reason. And it also helps you to learn how your audience thinks as well, right? Where if you have somebody who's watching and they might not like sound locomotives, they'll let you know.
Yeah. And
you'll post videos probably that don't have as many locomotives going with the sound.
Yeah.
Or, for me, I have a lot of Rapido products. So the people that also follow along and love Rapido products, they're most likely going to watch for those videos for when I post them, right?
Yeah.
What about naming your channel? Because that came up recently when Trackside Mike rebranded.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things was when we looked up, because I think he had it as his first name and his last name. And when you try to look it up in the the YouTube search, I had a heck of a time finding it. But as soon as you change it to something that is very, Split Rock or Wigwag Workshop,
Yeah.
As soon as you change it to something like that, all of a sudden you're defining yourself not just for the type of stuff that you're posting, but you're almost creating an alias.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're known for that,
Yeah.
M&M rails, remind us how you came about with the M&M rails.
Well, it goes way back to my childhood. My brother Mike, of course, we just came up with the M&M rails, our little DC layout. It was kind of like almost like a joke thing. And so I started out the YouTube thing. I thought, kind of resurrect the name. It just stuck. But yeah, unfortunately, Eminem is not unique. I mean, it's funny. You know that YouTube will do a transcript for your videos?
Yes.
Eminem always comes up as the rapper Eminem. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny. But there's other Eminem railroaders on YouTube, and there's of course the Candy, and so it's not totally unique. But I wasn't thinking of branding and getting tons of viewers back when I started the channel. I didn't think about that. I thought I was going to do some rinky-dinky channel and throw up a few videos, have some fun, and now look where we are now. So
that's right. Well, when it comes down to it, making your channel accessible as well as, different, from everyone else. Coming up with a custom name, I'm sure, might not be the easiest thing. I know that my wife was just recently trying to start an Instagram page, and it seems like everything that she was trying to find, everything that she wanted was either already taken or it just didn't quite fit for what she needed.
Yeah.
And I think she even had me do it. She knows I'm really good at naming things for some reason. And we talked it over for well over a month. I feel like it was well over a month. Thank you, Wigwag. Thank you. And when it really came down to it, she narrowed it down to about I think there was about 3 or 4 different ones, and then they slowly just started getting taken within the month time.
Wow.
And yeah, you really got to be quick about it, and you got to be sure that what you're picking is something that you're going to like and it's going to represent you and who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
If you read too much into things, of course. Me, I got really lucky that for those who saw the sticker that I got Brian to do, like go transit via rail.
Yeah.
And then I was very fortunate enough to even change the M in home to the chevrons from Ontario Northland.
Yeah, that's good.
I could not plan that in a million years. There's no way. And for the fact that it started out as a eBay name, just because I needed an account in order to buy trains,
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then it just carried over. So thinking about it and thinking back and there was times that I was going to change my name as well. Have no idea what it would have been changed to. What about you? Would you have changed your name at some point, or were you just so stuck on the M&M?
Oh, I thought about it, but now I don't know. I think like Sean McGee there just wrote, where was it? You kind of touched on this too. I'll scroll back to his comment. To rebrand your channel, you're starting all over again. You can't just move previous vids over. So, not really start. James Galton changed his name. It's not the end of the world. People change their road name or their channel name, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But if something came up that was better, I might. But I'll stick with that.
The thing with James there is that even though he changed it from his first and last name to Dundas Junction Model Railroad - James.
Yeah.
I still know him as James. And James Galton. But now that he has Dundas Junction Model Railroad, he's made himself more accessible to people that are looking for him, which is perfect. It'll help in the long run. If I put my channel name as Chris Ward, even just the name Chris.
Yeah.
I've got even though my name is spelled with a K, and shout out to all you guys who actually spell my name in the chat with a K, as up until today, I still get spelled with a CH from people, and it's like whatever. It's kind of boring that way, but either way. And it's like, if I made myself as my common name, then no one's really gonna find me. And or they're going to find the Chris Ward that is a singer-songwriter somewhere. I don't know where he is, but yeah, he's
funny.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And believe me, that's not me. I don't sing or songwrite, so not publicly anyways. But yeah, make sure that you're findable. People can find you, and that you're happy with the name, and it speaks, for what you do.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bernard asks, do you make videos for yourself or for others?
Most of my videos, I do it for me. I keep a log of all my layout updates just so I can go back and see how I did certain things. Because believe me, I always find that my layout that I'm working on, whether it was 3 layouts ago or this one now, it's not my last layout. There's going to be more. And I'll probably want to reference something and go back and take a look. But there's also a lot that I like to share. And even though it might not be for a specific person, if I share something and it's something I've made or done, and I've helped somebody in some sort of way, someone that might have been, not sure about how to do something, or in certain cases too afraid to try something new or something they're not totally comfortable with.
Yeah.
I've often said, if I can do it, then anyone can do it, because I'm not like the most talented over the top guy. I'm just a guy, and I try to do my best at whatever I do.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you got to do, right? You just got to do it.
Yeah.
So, but that's, hopefully that answers your question. It's a little bit of A, a little bit of B. It's,
most people are saying do it for yourself.
Yeah. Like, that's all it is, really, right? And, it's something that my kids can always look back on and say, oh, my crazy father was a ghost on Halloween, and he was talking to a wizard that carries TP around with him. So, it is what it is. But
the question is, here's a question. And I don't want to cause a fight, but if you do it for yourself and you post it and no one watches your videos, do you keep posting for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Because at one point I was posting and there might have been like 2 or 3 views on it. And then eventually it turned into 20 views. Kind of like subscribers, Like I've often said that, the number that you have of people that are subscribed to you, whether they're real or fake, because there's bots out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just a number. If I had only 10 people watching this live right now, if I think of those 10 people showing up at my front door, I would be overwhelmed, and I would be truly blessed to have people come to my house just to see what I'm working on today, just to come hang out and work on the layout. And you know what I mean? It's just, it's surreal. And, we're all very fortunate that we get to share what we love with other like-minded individuals that just want to hang out and do the same thing. So we're all very fortunate in that way.
Just don't invite the people on a Monday, eh? Those kids on Monday aren't there to see a railroad.
Yeah, apparently they go off the rails. So, shout out to Mike and James there that do a great job every Monday entertaining us at 7:00, usually throughout till wee late hours of the night. Usually, sometimes 10:30. I usually work, but I don't finish until 11:30, so I'm often egging them on to keep going, so I have something to do while I work. And it's usually watching them.
Yeah, so. They're a fun bunch. Always a fun show.
What about you? Do you keep making videos even if no one's watching?
Yeah, because my family members enjoy it and they're entertained by it, especially if you put the dog in there, and I enjoy the process. I enjoy making a fool of myself, and the editing is probably the most fun for me. Challenge myself, because God knows my railroading skills aren't that good, but my railroading skills. But yeah, I like the video editing and stuff, and I wish I had more time for it because I really enjoy it.
Well, first off, you're a lot better than what you give yourself credit for.
Oh, well, thank you.
But yeah, the subscriber numbers doesn't matter. We all started out with 1 or 2 subscribers, and doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So do it for you, though. I think that's the important thing. No matter what, no matter how many subscribers you have, even if I had 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, I would still be making videos for me and whoever wants to see it. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm doing another layout update. I'm doing another GVO After Dark. We're here having fun, and that's what it's about. So
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that we got to do is that if you are creating a channel and let's say you are doing model railroading, as soon as you change the topic, and let's say you're doing a bunch of cooking videos, are you going to keep all those same viewers that came to watch? I think that if you have multiple passions, you should have dedicated channels for your passions.
Yeah.
It's gearing your videos towards your audience again. Like we went over that. It's just stick to, yeah, these videos are all for my, viewers that love rail fanning, and these are all, well, Dave is very good with that, right? Like, he'll add his car stuff, which is great because there's a lot of people that love cars and engines and stuff, and that's all part and parcel of trains, right? Because there's that. I mean, it's another hobby, but
yeah.
But if you went off and you did, cooking along with, model railroading, it would be kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
So
I know. I try and keep that philosophy as well, just smaller trains.
Yeah. And do you think that there's a certain level of consistency? Like if you're posting often, then, your channel might happen to grow quicker?
Oh, gosh.
There's a level of traction behind it almost?
Yeah. The gurus say to post often, right? Those YouTube content creator gurus who have channels just for that kind of stuff.
I mean, I feel like they, like and we're talking the pros here, they post like once a day.
Yeah.
Like, not only do I follow a lot of you train guys, but I do follow a lot of video game guys as well, because surprise, surprise, I like video games. But yeah, there's a lot of content creators that they'll post every single day and keep that level of consistency, almost like a 9 to 5. But
yeah,
of course, they're not doing it for 8 hours a day. But there is a level of consistency behind it, and yeah, I think that's why most of us will pick a day out of the week at a certain time, and we'll say, okay, 8 o'clock every Thursday, Third Rail Thursday. It helps for the people who want to watch, and they'll make sure that they're available to watch then. If not, they'll watch the replay. But in most cases, yeah, like, you'll gain more traction if you're more consistent with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier to post daily if you're a vlogger.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about almost anything.
Oh yeah, no.
I find like some of the model railroaders who post twice a week, they post so often that the content's a little watered down, or it's just like they're grasping at straws of things to talk about. There's only so much you can talk about and show. So it's a real talent. Like Jimmy from the DIY posts twice a week, and he's doing a pretty good job of keeping the fairly short videos, but pretty good content. And I'm exhausted just watching him. Like this, man. And he has a family and a real job. Like, man.
Mind you, his real job is doing this, yeah. But full time.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that works, right? Yeah. It's kind of like, it's the same with Tim. Tim's the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'd be fun to be able to do this full time, but is it, Is it something that will pay the bills? Probably not. So
No.
if you know, I think one of the biggest things that I can say is that if you're getting into, making YouTube videos, if you're doing it for money, you're probably doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, sorry, I was just reading Thomas's comment. It's so true. I always like the sad pattern of posting once a week, then twice a month, then once a month, then comes the apology video.
The apology.
Oh my God, Split Rock, that's so true.
And I think that everybody has at least done one apology video. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I've been, but you know what? It's so true though, because work and life, just life itself gets,
Yeah.
hectic.
January 1st. January 1st. Hey everybody, it's Mark from M&M Rails. It's January 1st, new leaf. I'm gonna post a video twice a week. Here we go, baby.
Resolution January 2nd. Hey guys, I'm so sorry I haven't been posting.
Yeah. Then January 15th. Hey guys, it's Mark from M&M Rails. Well, life gets in the way, and I'm gonna try and post once a month now, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, everyone has good intentions,
It's so true. But it's like, have fun with it. I think that's the overall takeaway here with it. And doing videos and making your channel, building your channel and all that, whether it's on YouTube or you're on Instagram or whatever, it's all an expression of yourself. It's all what you think of the hobby and what it means to you. And, have fun with it, I think, it's what it is.
Yeah. Another one of my favorites is, and I'm guilty too, so I'm included in this. But you see a part 1 of a video, and there's never a part 2. And part 1 is like,
oh man,
here's all the contents of what I'm gonna do. I bought all this stuff, went to the train store. Here's all my materials. Part 1. Yeah. All right. No part 2.
I think people still ask me what happened to my, my mega train station. There was a part 1, a part 2, but that was it.
Really? Mega train station?
Yeah, yeah.
How old are you talking here?
I took 2 of the Walther's Union Station kits, and I was trying to make one massive train station.
Oh, I forget that.
I still have it too. I don't have a place for it now. But yeah, I was working on it for a while, and then
yeah, I know.
I changed my layout and stuff. But yeah, part 1, and then where's part 2? Yeah, you have to have the follow up.
Yeah, I'm still working on Railfang with Lily part 2.
Still?
Yeah.
I think a tough one, especially for myself, and given the circumstances over the last couple of years where models aren't being produced as quick or as often, when it comes to doing an unboxing or reviews and whatnot, it's like, yeah, I could just buy any old thing and do a review of it, but I usually like to buy the things that I like, so that I'm not saying this is a piece of garbage, don't buy this. I try to keep everything in a positive light. So if it does seem like when I do a video that I'm saying all positive things about it, it's because, I want to share with you the things that I like and the things that, are important to me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not going to waste my money on a $300 locomotive to be like, this is garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't have garbage train money, so.
See, that's one thing I stopped doing was look at like reviews for mod trains, because by the time I did it, there's like 5 other ones. So if I ever do one, or show it, I try and put my own spin on it. So it's not really a review; it's just like showing it off. In that case, it is for me, because sometimes I'll go to a train store and I look like, do I have that one? So I'll go through my videos real quick, the thumbnails. Okay, have that one, have that one, have that one. I forget. But yeah.
Funny that you mentioned thumbnails. How important are thumbnails?
Well, for me, they're very important.
Go on.
because I subscribe to, well, like many of us, I subscribe to probably over 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check how many people I subscribe to. I think it shows you, right, how many you subscribe to? Maybe not. No, not there. Anyway, subscribe to a lot of people. So my subscription feed is packed of videos.
Yeah.
So I scroll to see something that's eye-catching and like, you know, and yeah, I fall for the clickbait for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're important, especially if you have not a lot of time to watch videos. You watch a select few, and
So do you find that clickbait is even relevant in model railroading as well?
oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, whether it be like the actual like text, you know,
Mhm.
oh my god, I can't believe I bought this, or look what happened,
Yeah. Small fire started.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, for me, I do a lot of, because I do post as frequently as I do, I have about 3 or 4 standardized, what do they call thumbnails? So if I do a live on Sunday, I've got one that's pre-made, ready to go, and you'll know what to look for. They all look the same. And if you go into the playlist, they all have the exact same picture. But when it comes to something like a layout update, September's versus October's will be totally different. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't normally do the whole clickbait thing, I guess. I'll take a really nice photo of the train pulling the cars and then whatever scenery behind it.
Yeah.
If I have something set up like that. But yeah.
It's more important for non-subscribers. Like when you post a video, I'm gonna click on it no matter what. No matter what.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of people I follow that I'm gonna watch the video no matter what, or at least I'm gonna open it no matter what. No matter what. No thumbnail, fancy thumbnail, no matter what. I've subscribed to you, I'm gonna watch it. But I subscribe to a bunch of people I barely know. And sometimes they post a cool video.
Mm-hmm.
But if it says 28 minutes long, skip.
See, I find that the first thing I look at is who made the video. I don't even see the picture itself. I don't look at the time. I don't even look at how long the video is. Because I'll click on a video and I'll expect, which we're going to get into that in a minute. How long do you think a video should be? But I'll usually see who made the video, and that will be the first thing that I notice, and I'll say, oh, Perry posted a video. I don't care what he's showing. I want to go see what he's doing. You know what I mean? That's me in my mind. That's, speak of the devil. And I can say devil because Halloween. There you go.
But yeah, like, I guess thumbnails are more important for your non-subscribers if you want to bring in some more viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Get their attention.
Absolutely. But again, with the, based off individual, right? Like,
yeah. So, plus, you know what? Thumbnails for me, it's fun to create them.
Yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it.
It's a hobby in itself, creating thumbnails for me. So
it's true. It's true. So for videos, what is your ideal length of video where you say, yeah, I got time, I can squeeze this in, and I'm not sitting here for like an hour and overly investing?
Yeah. When you think of it, 15 minutes, that's 4 videos an hour.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, like 5 to 8 minutes is ideal.
Yeah.
Once you're over that, I start recording and stuff. And also, I don't know about you, but like I've been watching YouTubes for over 5 years, like almost 10 years, many years. There's not much I haven't seen. I know how to balance now and late track, and so has to be something really cool that gets my attention. That's why I'm trying to look for new layouts, some new ideas, and some fresh ideas.
Well, if James would hurry up and get his bench work up.
I know.
I think one of the biggest things is layout builds, and just that level of excitement that comes from building a fresh one of your own. You get to live vicariously through that person.
Exactly.
And I think I at least text James once a day saying, when are you starting your layout? They'll go live. I'll be like, so when are you starting your layout?
Yeah.
Because I'm so excited for him and for many other people who are building layouts and doing that stuff. Yeah, I can go and work on my own, but I want to, what do you got? What are you doing? There's just that level of excitement with it. So
if Taylor Swift can release an album without anyone knowing, I think James can start his layout soon enough. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, if we we gotta get that thing going, because he's already moved in, so he's got to get it going now. And then Mike putting a hole in the wall, like, I'm excited to see him put a hole in the wall.
Yeah, see, that's classic clickbait right there for Mike.
And then put like little pictures of dynamite and stuff like that. I mean, it sells itself, really, right? Like, And then you can put like a little thumbnail of me in the corner being like, I didn't do it, And then, clip that, and then boom, the little Batman, the POW and the. I mean,
my wife told me when I did this.
And then Mike's probably just shaking his head, being like, "Oh, these guys. I made friends with some weirdos." I think like 10 minutes, a 10-minute video. Keeping in mind, a lot of guys do have intros, which is great. I think that the intros are what, like, when you hear it and you see it, even without knowing that you've clicked on it, just by seeing the intro or hearing it, your mind goes and you're like, this is going to be a good video. I get like that with, even though he's N scale, what's his name? And he's doing the Union Station in N scale.
Oh yeah, the scary guy there, Dystopia. Dystopia, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but yeah. Oh my God, he has good content.
And also his editing as well is really good. Like, in general, and then the intro, and plus it's things I like, and So it's an easy sell, right? Where we're often going to look for these things, but a
10-minute video well edited is a lot easier to watch than a 10-minute unedited video.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like when you're doing a live, you always want to plan ahead and make sure that you have things to talk about, because it happens. You get on there and then
I don't plan.
I mean, you said it. I didn't say it. I don't mention names, but if you're pointing at yourself, you're already a busy guy. So once
a month when I go live on Thursday, this is my plan right here. It gets longer and longer as the night goes on.
How far can one square get you?
Yeah.
Well, again, it comes back to like, what's new and what's, do you have something to share? And it's like, if you aren't a regular shopper of, products, or if you're at a point on your layout where maybe you're stuck and you don't know what to do next, or you're just not really at that part. Like, for example, my top level, I'm nowhere near, furthering that until I worry about getting my second level done.
Yeah. So
will I do a video of the top part of my layout? Probably not, because I'm going to sit there and being all like, so I can point to stuff and tell you what I want, but it really doesn't do much for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't do much for me. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, there's so many aspects of this that we could, touch on and whatnot, but again, we only have so much time, and we're just kind of giving you guys like a rough outline for those who do want to start making videos. If you've been thinking about it, if you want to start doing lives, and or join in on other people's lives, like
the chats are always fun.
It is fun. It's a good way to let people know that you support them and whatnot, like
Yeah.
So
I think my next live show is going to be a 1 hour apology video.
A 1 hour apology. 10 minutes of complaining, followed by 15 minutes of sobbing, followed by 30 minutes of slight crying and tear jerking, and then some more apologizing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fun. We don't do this enough, probably because we just do it once a month, which is more than enough.
Yeah.
We got to save up a month's worth of stuff just to talk about, for an hour and a half. And believe me, like when you put in the work and, you feel better about it. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I'm okay with all this. I'm okay with chatting with everybody. And
unfortunately, this is the only time you and I get to talk in person. Well,
it's true.
The odd text here and there, but
I mean, it's neat because, you used to come over, the once a month.
Yeah.
But I know that work does, it does hinder that. But this is also much easier. I think that in a very deep-rooted, weird way, the events over the last couple of years kind of made a lot of people see that things can be done, at a distance and still be really cool and fun and whatnot. So,
yeah.
But yeah. Awkward silence. Oh man,
I gotta get out because I'm turning into a pumpkin here, and I am like, there's a layer of water under this hat.
Gross.
I'm starting to pass out.
All right.
I'm seeing two of you.
There is two. All right. Well, now, do you have anything to add before we round things off? Was there any question? Did you see any questions or anything? Mind you, I'll go back through once the video is like, I don't know, it processes, and then I'll go back through and I look through the chat and I always see if there's questions and comments, and I try to do my best at answering all those. And
well, if you want to stay on there's like 36 in the chat, I think. So if you want to stay on, that's okay with me.
I can barely see the chat. I can see the names because they're thicker, lettering. And usually I can also see their little logos as well.
Okay.
Like I can see mini prints, like that's,
yeah,
very obvious. Tim's little spray can, very obvious. But like I can't read any of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna have to go back through. But it's totally cool. I think that tonight was a blast. I had fun.
Always a fun time, and that's the point. That's one of the most important things, is to have fun. Whether you're doing a live show or putting out videos, it's not a job. It's just a hobby. It's supposed to be for fun. So if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Exactly. Just like the cheesiest pickup line ever, which is just, well, which one is it? It's the.
I know lots.
No, it's just the whole like, don't take yourself so seriously, I mean, just have fun, right? Like,
yeah,
it's what it is. It's it's a great hobby. We can all share it. There's room for everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, they make it like that, It's supposed to be a fun hobby.
By the way, Tim's totally ghosting us. I don't care if I'm the ghost. He's totally ghosting us right now.
I almost with this wig, I was almost Tim tonight, but I thought, they'll be so offended. And
is there enough there to make into a bun?
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Oh man.
I thought about it.
Well, that being said, we'll see you next month here on GVO After Dark for season 5.
Woo!
They're making a good one. Huh.
Another season.
Oh, before I forget, this Sunday, for those who got a kit, an HO Scale hobby shop,
Oh yeah.
this starts this Sunday on this channel. If you picked up a kit and you want to join in, you want to build yours and do that live, we're going to be starting this Sunday at about 12:30 in the afternoon.
All right.
All right. So that's
Should be
this
good.
Sunday. Just watch for that. Thank you so much, Mark, for co-hosting with me tonight.
My pleasure. Always a fun time.
You're a whiz at this. No?
I'm a
Too
what?
soon?
I'm a what?
A whiz.
I'm a what?
Wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Gandalf the Lame. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much for watching. This was GVO After Dark. And I'm going to go and retire now because it's getting late.
Gandalf Brown signing off.
Have a happy and safe Halloween, everybody. And we will see you real soon.
Take care.
Got a train to catch.
I don't want to go.